So, very good evening to everybody, and once again, welcome to English Can Odisha. So, basically, what exactly I'm going to do, how to give you the momentum to speak English. English टाକୁ आपण केमती केते fluently and confidently कहिबे ता उपरे हमें आलोचना जारी रखिचंती and we are continue to do that also. So, if you just remember the speaking pyramid, ମୁଁ आपन गोटे speaking pyramid ଦେଇଥିଲି. In that speaking pyramid, we have something called the bottom of the pyramid. There is something called structure. Structure माने tense and time. So tense and time रो जहाँ भी अच्छी अपन करो, that you have to get it by heart. Otherwise, it's quite difficult to speak English. That is the Bible, right? तापर कौन अच्छी collocation. Quite interesting things. Collocation is something to copy the foreigners. To copy the foreigners. Okay. So if you just vividly remember, यदि हमें remember करिवा, let me put a screen before you, whiteboard. There is something called collocation. हमें इटा पढ़ी देथिला already. We have gone through collocation. Okay. So when I say collocation, आपण जानछन्ति collocation is something like like I can say 1 minute please. Okay. So this is something called, we have learned something called collocation. What is collocation? Collocation I already पढ़िथिले, we have already gone through that. Collocation is something that copying the foreigners. कहीं ना मु कहिछि English is not a mother tongue. एटा होछि आमो पय गोटे foreign language. And foreign language टाको आमे कोन करूछन्ती और trying to translate अनेक different process रे आमे चाहुछन्ती पढिया पे. Right? And let me tell you, collocation जदि आपण जानि नथिबे, if you don't know collocation, it is quite difficult for you to speak English fluently, confidently, hassle free, everything's like that. आपण को difficult है जो, it's quite difficult for you without collocation. So collocation कौन? Already I have already informed you. Collocation is something that how to speak English fluently, confidently, error free English. एटा को हमें कुछ error free English. Let me give you a small example here. Suppose I say, mu apun kahithili, but let me give you another example. Suppose I am doing mistake. If I say I am doing mistake, obviously the sentence is going to be wrong. Kintu apun collocation apply jodi karu nahanti, if you are not going to apply collocation, so sentence ta it appears correct to you. Apun dekhuchanti the situation is so good for you, it is just like conducive for you. Apun dekhantu, I am doing mistake. 99% people, if you are a beginner, se mane bhul bahar kari paribe, they are not going to find out any mistake. I request everyone to mute it, please. The recording is going on, so I don't want any kind of personal conversations to come out. Please mute it. So check it out. One thing called collocation. Collocation ame bartwana, I am not teaching you collocation, I am going to give you beyond that. Apun take dekhantu what exactly I am storing for you today. So एठी हमें collocation कौन पाई पढुछंती ना जेतले whenever we are trying to learn something called the time and tense, सेतरे बहुत गुडा problem रहि जाउछ. If you look at I am doing mistake, nobody can understand where the mistake is. I am doing mistake, yes, it is correct sentence, but it is something called I am making mistake, right? So I have already taught you so many things about collocation. Today we are going to take collocation to the next level. How to use collocation in different situation, that I did not give you. What I have given you, आमे जोठी पढुथिले collocation ता आमे केमती पढुथिले, let me tell you something. Collocation something called आमे collocation ता केमती पढुथिले, like मु आपन को गोटे collocation दउथिले, let it be make collocation. तो make collocation को जगह लागिवो, that was the things. Let me put that before you. Let me share the screen for you, and it is something like this. It I am empty करथिले, most probably we are doing like this. केमती देखंतु आपण, this is the things we are doing completely, but we are trying to change that pattern. Right now we are going to change that pattern. जदि आपण मन पकई परिबे, if you can clearly remember हमें केमती पढुथिले आगरु, here the things I have already informed you. मु आपण को already inform कर देछि. केमती inform करछि, just check it out. Something called, check it out, it's coming before your screen. This is something called make mistake. make suggestion. I am giving you one example also. आपन को गोटे example मध्ये देथि, right? So you cannot say I am doing mistake. You can say I am making mistake, right? आपन कहबी can you give me a suggestion? Wrong. You cannot say. Suppose you are putting like this. Let me tell you. You cannot do like this. Let me tell you. You cannot say. Suppose you can say. Can you say like this? Please. Okay. Like that you can say. I am giving some suggestion. If you are putting like this, the sentence will be wrong. I am giving some suggestion. I am making some suggestion. You have to say. Kon pai na this is the collocation that is there on your screen. Make saito collocation lagibo. Do saito ba give saito collocation mane suggestion lagibo nahi. That is collocation. What is collocation? Natural way of adding two sentence. Ame natural way re duita sentence duita word ko add korchunti. So that is called collocation. In a layman's language, it is something called copying the foreigners. Ame gote foreigner को copy करूछंती. We are trying to copy a foreigner. Okay. So why we are trying to copy a foreigner? It's because that's their mother tongue. मु जदि आपन को पचारिबी what is your mother tongue? You say Oriya. धरंतु मु हिंदी लोकटे मु काहा को follow करिबी? I have to follow you, right? So it is more important, guys. Most of the time we are not able to use the right collocation. हमें correct collocation apply करू नाहंती. We are not trying to do that, and that's why we are making a lot of mistakes. Amar one good mistake be jauchi. We do a lot of mistakes. We make a lot of mistakes in different parts of our sentence. So today I am going to tell you what do you mean by a something called a ame कहूची ना गोटे native speaker बोली. So what do you mean native speaker? Native speaker, those who can speak English. Look, people from America, they speak English. Someone English कहती. People from Britain, they speak English. जोटा हमें कहूचे UK, जोटा हमको 200 वर्ष धरि शासन करथिले. People from Switzerland, they speak English. People from Canada, they speak English. People from West Indies, they speak English. People from Australia, they speak English. People from New Zealand, they also speak English. But are they native speaker? Obviously, they are the native speaker in their own country, right? But worldwide, if you take world as a, it's just like just take as a world, a total language. I mean the proficiency number. Only we are going to take two kind of language for understanding. One is called British English and something called American English. What is British English and something called American English? There are two things are there. Okay, and we are not going to follow any other. Look, West Indies have their own way of speaking. Upon the Australian accent dibe mu kahithili upon Australian accent is quite difficult to understand. Suppose jemti ame कहउचंदी I am coming today, that is something called Indian English, or you can say British English. Kaina British se to India रे किसी संपर्क अछि, you know that they have been. But you just go to a little bit American, so they will tell I am coming today. So little bit, there is a little bit problem. Okay. So another things I want to tell you, my friends, why it's quite interesting. What is more important? If you are going to Australian English, they'll say I am coming to die. So you feel that to die means mane it is something called to die. Mane moriya pai. That's something different, right? So ame seti pai we are taking two English. One is called British English and something called American English. आमे जो फॉलो करछंती बर्तन आमे भी जहां भी एटे पढौछंती इंग्लिश कैन ओडिसा रे basic thing is that how to master both English, right? So let me tell you what is the difference between this American English and British English. mo barambar apun ko there is a difference between American English and British English. तो actually आमे American English पढुछली ना British English पढुछंती कारण collocation आपण पढलेनी. तो आपण भाबुथि जे सर collocation belongs to British English or American English. Now we are going to follow that. I am going to follow that question and going to solve it for you, right? So let's try to understand what American English or British English, whether what is the differences there. There's so many differences there. And what is that English? Let me tell you what is the written wise, what is the difference, then spoken wise, what is the difference. We'll check it out. Just check it out. I'm going to share the screen again. Okay, So this is the difference, my friends, whenever it comes to American English and British English. Okay, this is something called the spelling difference. And please, this lesson is very important, my friends. Kahinki na ame collocation jo paduchanti, I am going to give you the exact meaning of collocation today. Agur to mu apan kichi kahithili, but today you are going to get the exact meaning. Tamane collocation ta ame kemti mon rakhiba, how to proceed, I'll tell you a lot of things. Okay, so I'm just going to give you two different something called American English and British written wise, how they differ. Look at the things. Spelling differences. So this is something called the American English and this is the British English. My left hand side, it's my left hand. I always say the American. This is called American. Okay, this is called American English and this is British English. And look at the sentence difference. And you tell me which English you are following. Obviously, you are following this English. You cannot say, look at the color, COLOR. Are you going to write that? You will get 0 mark in exam. Upon the you will get 0 mark. But American write like this. Look at the favorite, FOVORIT, but look at the British, FOVOURIT. So upon English jo lekhuchanti, I am talking about the written part. Spoken part abe bhuli jantu. Written part upon ka katha lekhuchanti British English. We follow British English, not American English. That's very important factor. Upon jetole English lekhuchanti, that is called written communication. Upon the spelling lekhibe, right? You are going to write a lot of spelling. The spelling lekhila mane, we are following the British English. Look at the things. This is called British English. Have you ever checked that, honor, 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 or HONOUR? You are writing HONOUR, but American write HONOR. That's their English. Color, COLOUR, color. But look at the things, COLOR, color. That's called American English. And this is British English. Obviously, for written communication, American English follow karu nahi. That's very important, my friends. Please note it down. American English spoken pe व्यवहार करा जाए, written पे व्यवहार करा जाए. Look at the things. Look at the things. This is called British English, and the left hand side, this is called American English. There are so many faults, you will find it out. आपण believe करंतु, जदि आपण गोटे ए भलिया word ओरा लिखिबे in your answer book, you will get like this. You will be marked down. Kahinki? Now because in India we have a syllabus. University level ho, be it in our school level ho, be it any level, upon je konsi level ho, it doesn't matter. Sabute amaro British English ko follow kara jauchi. Grammar ame puchi grammar, something called grammar, something called word meaning, vocabs, everything always comes under British English. Written means British English, no American. Otherwise, you are going to make a lot of mistakes, right? But now this part is clear. I believe this clear too. Can I get a thumbs up mark? Are you getting my point? Everybody, can I get a thumbs up mark? If you're not getting, ask me. Great. Everybody? Great. Fine. Great. So others, I believe you don't have any problem. Okay, fine. Ebe dekhantu, just check it out. How would jinsa dekhantu? I am going to show you the spoken English. This is the written. Spelling mane kon? Apan koti spell karanti. Whenever you want to write, आपण कहले तो स्पेलिंग करंती. If I'll ask you, hey, what's your name? आपण कहउनांती WHAT is YOUR in name. आपण एमती कहउचंती. You will never say like this. You only say that what's your name. That's all. That is spoken. But जेतले आपण लेखुचंती, you are putting like that. What is your name? तो सेठे आपण name लेखिया पे पडुची. So remember, we are not going to follow the American English here. This is completely British English we are following in written communication. Mind it. It is something called written communication re ame American English lekhu nahanti. We are not going to follow American English in written communication. This part is very clear, right? Now let's check out the spoken English. Ame spoken English ta dekhiba. Let us check out some vocabulary. Okay. From there, you can easily understand whether you are following American English or British English. So say to upon jani paribe. So whether you are following American English or British English. But very interesting chapter poduchanti aji, and I request everybody to follow it with tooth and nail, to follow silently, check it out. If the doubt was, ask me there and there. Okay, it's quite interesting. Look at the things. We say this is called American English. Apartment, we are saying also apartment. Look, we are also saying flat. So flat is called British English. Apartment is ame ketala kocha flat. केतले कहूचे अपार्टमेंट मो बाबा गोटे अपार्टमेंट किनछे कि मो मामू गोटे अपार्टमेंट किनछे से गोटे फ्लैट रे अछन सो वी पीपल इन इंडिया स्पीक टू vocabs one is called American vocabs other is called British English both vocabs हम यूज करंती for spoken not for written look at it is called college called university after +3 or +3 what exactly you do you go to an university but here look at they call it college unless until you are a PhD scholar America रे जदि आपण गोटे PhD scholar हेबे ताले आपण जाय कि बोस्टन यूनिवर्सिटी something called Harvard University आपण सुनिथिबे ना ओडा that is in America only that is called the university where you have a long way to go some research find दिबे but for other things that is only called college vacation आमे vacation कहूचे आमे मध्य holiday कहूचे both are you are using he is on a vacation I am on a holidays scheduled or timetable we are using the same both we are using schedule आमे यूज करते what is the schedule for tomorrow's class आपण को पचारछंती मो the schedule टा बाहर कर देछि but what is a timetable we are also using timetable the timetable कहंतु right so we are following look we are following American English we are following British English both English we are following right now okay so what is more important my friends whenever we say something called American English and British English we are following both check out something called airplane in America they don't call it you know something called aeroplane they call it airplane quite interesting right आमे ब्रिटिश रे कोन कहउछन एरोप्लेन जदि मु आपन को पचारिबी व्हाट इज दिस जदि आपन टीचर हिथिबे आपन को जदि पिला लिखिबो एयरप्लेन बोली आपन ताको छक लगै दिबे because you feel that's a wrong sentence but that is correct in American English the British English रे that is called aeroplane mailbox आपन देखिथिबे postal जो रेड कलर बॉक्स अछि ता तळे लिखा होछि मेल बॉक्स आमे कहउछ पोस्ट बॉक्स मध्ये that is cookie it is something called cookie or something called biscuit you can call it biscuit you can call it something called you know both are correct you can say both are correct okay so one is called cookie 1 minute please so whenever I say cookie is something called the American version of biscuit but ame cookie कहउछंती biscuit भी कहउछंती sweater आ वर्तमान शीत दिन आसी गलानी right what exactly you are going to wear आपण कोन sweater but in British English that is called jumper आपण देखंतु check it out both are called jumper or something called sweater so both are correct but are you going to use the same one you are not using it you are always using a different one right as per the situation you are using we are using as per the situation right now you what you understand from the above things that sometimes you are using British English sometimes you are using American English when it comes to spoken English but in written communication we are following only the British English that's very important jodi amar grammar lesson kali ame to grammar start karchu those who are interested to be enrolled in grammar lesson will be only taught in British English no American that's always the fact is that you are not going to use any American English only British English for written communication but whenever it comes to something called spoken English so it can be both आपण केतलो कहउछंती एटा अपार्टमेंट केतलो कहउछंती फ्लैट but do you know that America in they are called it apartment I purchased an apartment and British it is called an flat for me you are going on a vacation that's in American English and we are on a holiday that's called British English but very unfortunately or fortunately we Indian use both the things आमे केतला vacation कहउछंती केतला holiday कहउछंती केतले कहउछंती cookie केतले कहउछंती biscuit केतले कहउछंती flat केतले कहउछंती apartment केतले कहउछंती university केतले कहउछंती college that depends upon us most of the time right so remember two things it's very clear it when it comes to written communication always follow British English whenever it comes to spoken English you can follow both American English British English that's very much true right now it's come to collocation जतला हमें पढुछंती it comes to collocation मु आपन को बारंबार कहिछि collocation is something that you know something is quite interesting also collocation जतला हमें पढुछंती whenever we are trying to learn collocation collocation is a part, we are following the native speaker. The native speaker mane we are following both American guy and British guy, and collocation is both. There is no difference in collocation. ଯେମିତି ଆପଣ ଦେଖୁଥିଲେ ଏଟା ରିଟନ୍ କମ୍ୟୁନିକେସନ, ଏଟା ହେଲା ସ୍ପୋକନ ଇଂଲିଶ ରେ ଡିଫରେନ୍ସ ଅଛି। ତ ଆପଣ ମତେ ପଚାରିବାର ଅଧିକାର ବି ଅଛି, ସାର୍ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଯୋଉ କଲୋକେସନ ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି ଇଟ ଇଜ ବିଲଙ୍ଗସ୍ ଟୁ ବ୍ରିଟିଶ ଇଂଲିଶ ଅର୍ ଇଟ୍ସ ଆମେରିକାନ ଇଂଲିଶ? ଇଟ ବିଲଙ୍ଗସ୍ ଟୁ ବୋଥ। That's why collocation is most powerful tool to speak English fluently. ଆପଣ ଆମେରିକା ରେ ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ, collocation will be there. If you go to British, I mean Britain, collocation will be there. So collocation is very important. It has no boundary at all. ମୁଁ କହିଛି predominantly ଯଦିଓ ବିଶ୍ୱରେ 95% ଲୋକ ଇଂଲିଶ କହନ୍ତି as a second language, but basically predominantly America and Britain are the two pillars, like we are following them. One is called British English, other is called American English. There is no third English. ଆପଣ କହିବେ sir Australian English, have you ever heard that Australian English? ଆପଣ Oxford ବହି ଆଣନ୍ତୁ, you take any books, only two reference are always taken. ଆମେ ଦିଟା ଜିନିଷର reference ସଦାବେଳେ ନଉଛୁ। The first reference is called something called American English, and the second reference is called British English. ame jetole, let me paraphrase it for you, American English, British English, okay, ame follow kariba, okay, because we are not native speaker, ame native speaker nuhe, our mother tongue is something different. Jouthe mother tongue hochi English, that they are called the native speaker, okay. And more importantly, ame jetole konosi native speaker ku follow koruchunti, whenever you are trying to follow some native speaker, always remember, ame our written communication pai, whenever you are trying to write something, always use British English. Don't follow American English, you will be failure. Kaiki apun dekhantu color, COLOUR, color, that is called rango jota ame kohuche, but in America rango ta ku English इंग्रजी को है color, but COLOR, so there will be wrong. Apun jodi India re seita likhibe, it will be wrong, because all the standard procedure like university ho, college ho, school ho, jaha bhi hoche amar system achi, education or jaha bhi amar institution achi, ame samaste follow କରୁଛନ୍ତି କୋଉଟା କୁ written communication ପାଇଁ British English, British English. ଆଉ जो माने आपण competition देबे, like there are so many CDS is there, NDA is there, lot of exam, railway is there, banking is there, lot of competitions there. Remember, always you will follow, or the question will come from only British English. But American English is required for spoken English. That means you are trying to face an interview, you have to speak English, right? How to speak English? Let me give you exactly how the native speakers speak, both American and British. Let me show you another screen for you. This is how the British or American speak English. That's quite interesting also. Then we'll go for the today's our collocation part 1. Okay, just check it out, it's quite interesting for you. ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ details ଦେଖେଇ ଦଉଛି so that you should not have any problem. जो माने class गोटे गोटे करिसंती collocation रो, this is something refreshing class, and we are going to the higher level of collocation. Okay, देखंतु एठी you will be very surprised, हमें सेमती यूज करिया को पड़िबो. Check it out. One second please. Okay, fine, it comes out right now. Check it out. Look, normally English means the English that you speak and I speak. All the non-native speaker mane koda ko, like America to ame kahiben that native speaker, Britain semana native speaker. Let me tell you, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, or any other Asian countries, China or Bulgaria, any other countries in the world apart from America and British, Britain and America, dita ko chhadi dele अन्य माने एमती इंग्लिश रे आपण एमती कोंती I understand you, yes I understand you. No, British people माने केमती I feel you, I'll pay the bill, it's on me, I am very hungry, I am starving, I don't know that, it beats me, I don't have money, I am broke. Look, there is a film called I Am Broke, you check it, this is American English. Okay, they beats me British English. Okay, I don't have money, I am broke, let's meet today, let's catch up here today. Apan ko nati catch you later apan shunithibe, that is something called how the native speaker speak. Apan bhi use koruchan. Please keep my secret. Suppose dekhantu Avinash Tripathi hochandi mo friend manakar, तांको मो किसी गोटे सीक्रेट कथा कहली बा सोनू सर मो किसी सीक्रेट कथा मो तांको कहली सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली आई हैव टू डू आई हैव टू टेल भाई ताको सीक्रेट रखो okay please keep my secret but in American English or British English how the native speaker in both they can say mom sees the wall means don't say it to anybody. I don't understand, I don't get it, I made a big mistake. Make mistake, check it out. I made a big mistake. We are telling like that. But in America and Britain, they'll tell, I screwed up. This is how the native speakers speak, my friends. I am listening to you. I am all ears. Send me the message later. धरंतु आपन को मेसेज मते पठेवार थिला आपन कहबो ओके फाइन सेंड मी द मेसेज लेटर हिट मी अप लेटर I have not seen you for ages. For example, तपन मल्लिक होउछन मो फ्रेंड मो तांको माने दिमा 3 मास हला देखि परनु तो जेतले सी नेक्स्ट टाइम आसीबे अपियर हेबे मु कोन कहबी hey I have not seen you for ages बहुत दिन धरि मु तुम देखि नथली but American people or British people say like this long time no see. So look at the difference my friends. आमे कहूछ आमे इंग्लिश कहउछंती एक्चुअली आमे इंग्लिश कहू ना दिस इज कॉल्ड रिटन इंग्लिश इन इंडिया आमे जहां भी कहउछंती that is something called not this is the native speaker. So I want to give you that much of feelings अपन इंग्लिश एमती कहबो पड़ी एटा होची written communication left side रे normal English that is completely written communication my friends that is not spoken English right टा होची spoken English. तो अपन भाबुछंती I understand you sir understand you सेटा अपन written English टा को spoken English करी कहि दउछंती किंतु एक्चुअली सेटा नहीं actually that is not spoken English. Look I feel you that's the spoken English. Oh my god I'll pay the bill. Look this is completely normal speaker. Oh my god it's on me I'll pay the bill it's on me like that you have to see. अपन देखंतु केते गुडाई चेंजेस अपन को पर अछि ब्रिटिश इंग्लिश अमेरिकन इंग्लिश इंडियन इंग्लिश तो इंडियन इंग्लिश ता कोठी अछि अपन बे भाबंतु हमें कहउछि जे इंडियन इंग्लिश there is nothing called Indian English कोन इंडिया रे इंग्लिश किछि नै either it belongs to आमा गोटे हाइब्रिड मॉडल चलै छथि इंडिया either it British English हमें फॉलो करछथि किबा अमेरिकन इंग्लिश वे फॉलो we don't have a language एटा को आम लैंग्वेज अपन निजे को नांती हमर लैंग्वेज को आमे कहबे आमे ओडिया जे बिहार लोक से कहबो माने हिंदी जे मराठा लोक से कहबो समथिंग मराठा मुंबई रे जे को मराठा से कहबे त डिफरेंट रेंजेस हमर अछि बट यू नो आमे कहउछन जे एक्चुअली वी आर स्पीकिंग अमेरिकन इंग्लिश और ब्रिटिश इंग्लिश दैट्स करेक्ट we don't have any in Indian English किंतु किछि किछि मात्रा इंडियन इंग्लिश मते पसि जाइछि मु कहितली आपन को लाठी चार्ज तो सेटा होछि इंडियन वर्ड सेटा इंग्लिश रे रहि जाइछि सो इन अ नॉट सेल आमे कोन एठु जानले जे वी हैव टू यू नो यूज अ लॉट ऑफ collocation टू स्पीक इंग्लिश जस्ट लाइक ए नेटिव स्पीकर हमको गोटे नेटिव स्पीकर भले इंग्लिश कहबार अछि केमति कहबा व्हाट इज द रूल राइट आई एम गोइंग टू शेयर यू 100 लेसन स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम टुडे आज ठारू आरंभ करिकी मु आपन को 100 लेसन देबी आ गोटे गोटे पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक ऊपर हमें डिस्कशन करबा टॉपिक मे बी आवर फैमिली तो फैमिली रे कोन कोन हमरो collocation लागिवो जदि आपन जानि परिबे नेक्स्ट टाइम आपन को भूल होबनी लेट मी गिव यू अबाउट योर जॉब रे कोन कोन collocation मु आपन को कहितली डू समय रे या लगेबे और मेक रे या लगेबे बट सेटा कोठे लगेबे व्हेयर टू यू कैन यूज इट इट्स क्वाइट डिफिकल्ट राइट सो इट्स क्वाइट डिफिकल्ट एटा डेफिनेटली डिफिकल्ट हे जिवो तनो आमे एम्ति करबा जे आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू ए प्रॉपर लेसन माने आमे टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट समथिंग कॉल्ड आवर फैमिली गोटे फैमिली भितरे कोन कोन आमे माने collocation यूज करबा जदि आपण सेटा जानि पाइले ताले आपण निश्चय भूल करिवेनी आ नेक्स्ट टुमारो सपोज वी आर टेकिंग ए न्यू टॉपिक अबाउट योर जॉब रे कोन कोन collocation अछि ट्रैवल रे कोन कोन collocation अछि obviously if you are going for 100 days with that kind of transformation believe me my friends you can speak this beautiful language just like a foreigner nobody can take this rights from you it's my promise friends okay so are you excited to learn all the things are you getting my point everybody आपण बुझी परुछन जहा हम कहूची are you getting my point everybody are you getting my point can I get a thumbs up mark everybody
yes sir
everybody okay
yes sir
okay great fine तो एठे हमर कोन होची देखंतु लेट मी टेल यू समथिंग जे जेतोळे आमे इंग्लिश कहया पे चेष्टा करूछंती whenever you are trying to speak English great whenever you are trying to speak English आमु कोन करिवार अछि आमु इंग्लिश टा गोटे फॉरेनर वे रे कहिवार अछि आपण इंग्लिश रे माने ओडिया कथा चिंता करंतु डोंट ट्राई टू कंपेयर विथ ओडिया हमर समस्त गोटे प्रॉब्लम अछि प्रत्येक जिंस को आमे किंतु ओडिया कर दबा से ओडिया रो प्रॉब्लम आज ये प्रॉब्लम लेट मी टेल यू that whenever you are trying to Muktikan sir, do you want to ask any question?
No sir, no sir.
Okay, great. So let me tell you today I am going to take you something called family collocation. Family रे आमे गोटे family अछि आमे family माने कोन आमे परिवार कहउछंती तो परिवार को आमे केमती एक्सप्रेस करियो व्हाट आर द collocations available. Let's start the topic. मु आपन कहि देली collocation is something called a natural way of speaking the foreign language. What is that? English. English टा को हम गोटा फॉरेनर हिसाब रे कहबा केमती कहबा forget about accent. Have you ever heard something called there are so many big persons are there tech industry अछंती Satya Nadella Indian, let it be a lot of people are there amar jemti अछंती there are so many tech people are there in the entire world से माने इंग्लिश कहंती से माने collocation यूज करंती किंतु ब्रिटिश को फॉलो करंती they have their own accent आपण न्यूट्रल accent रे कहि परिबे आपण ओडिया रे आमे कोन करबा I am going आमे कहि दोजे सेमती but it's I am going over anybody can understand that. Sudha Krishnamurti is the wife of Narayan Krishnamurti आपण देखिबे तांको लैंग्वेज जोडा very lucid anybody can understand. I really love his writing or her writing. So it is not about जे आपण केते accent देखो accent is something different. Accent माने कोन let me give you an example. Suppose you can say what is your name এটা হলো Indian accent. What's your name? This is something called British accent. What's your name? That's called American. So it accent different हे जाउची किंतु नेम टा डिफरेंट होउची की त माने कहिबार ओडिया टा आपण टिके बरहमपुर को चली जानतो से ओडिया टिके अलगा प्रकार कहिबे आपण टिके जदी उपकूलवर्ती माने सीमांत एरिया को पळेबे से टिके अलगा प्रकार कहिबे खोरदा रे आउ टिके अलगा प्रकार कहिबे सो व्हाट एक्जेक्टली यू अंडरस्टैंड फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट तो ओडिया समस्त कहंती बट ओडिया टा को डिफरेंट एक्सेंट देई कहंती कटक रे जो लैंग्वेज पूरे से लैंग्वेज नु किंतु ओडिया समस्त कहंते ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड माय पॉइंट सेटा कहूचे हम एक्सेंट से को एक्सेंट रे कहूची हमें कहूचे व्हाट्स योर नेम गोटे ब्रिटिश लोक कहूची मते व्हाट्स योर नेम बट तार कहिबार स्टाइल टिके चेंज हो जाउची व्हाट्स योर नेम तो आपण भाबुछंती ओह माय गॉड फॉरनेस नो से सेही कथा कहूची सर आपण माने जो कहउचंती एक्जेक्टली सेम कथा कहूची तो हमें कोन करबा टू स्पीक इंग्लिश राइट जदी हमें न्यूट्रल एक्सेंट ना हमें ब्रिटिश फॉलो करबा ना हमें अमेरिकन फॉलो करबा हमें मिडिल पाथ फॉलो करबा व्हाट इज द राइट प्रोनाउंसिएशन that is called neutral accent. We are not going to follow British, we are not copying is very bad. तो हमें अमेरिका को फॉलो करिबानी कोनटा एक्सेंट फॉलो करिबानी तांकर रूल्स रेगुलेशन फॉलो करिबा बट एक्सेंट फॉलो करि परिबानी त माने मु गोटे बिहारी मु ओडिया शिक्षा पे चाहूची मु काई आपन को भलिया कहि मो बिहारी लैंग्वेज मु कहया पे चाहूची बट दैट इज न्यूट्रल. But I want to tell you, my friends, I am going to learn all the rules and regulations. आमे English रो जत्तक rule regulation सब पढिबा. But we are not going to follow American English or British English. We are going to follow as far accent is concerned. जो accent मु कहले जेंति आपन कहबे what's your name? I am coming today. Oh, I am coming today. I am coming today. So today is something called the Australian accent. But actually means what कनो today, today, today. तो एठे कोन रहउची एठे तांकर कहिबार जो एक्सेंट सेटा चेंज होउची आउ किछि चेंज नै आपण देखंतु आर यू कमिंग टुडे ब्रिटिश आर यू कमिंग टुडे टिके स्पीड हे जाउची आउ ए माने एम्ति नै कि पूरा बाडै दियन सेठी चेक आउट आर यू कमिंग टुडे टुडे तो व्हाट यू कैन इजीली अंडरस्टैंड एठी आपण को देखिया पे पडुची से गोटे वर्ड कहउचंती से गोटे लैंग्वेज कहउचंती किंतु कहिबारे तांकर एक्सेंट चेंज हे जाउची तो हमर एक्सेंट रो को मिलिबो आई वांट टू स्पीक इंग्लिश फ्लुएंटली आपण माने एग्जाम के देबो आपण को के गोटे इंटरव्यू रे बसियो आपण को से अमेरिकन ब्रिटिश एक्सेंट रो को मिलिबो डेवलप योर ओन एक्सेंट दैट इज कॉल्ड न्यूट्रल एक्सेंट एंड यूज collocation जदि आपण ठीक रे जानछंती यू कैन स्पीक दिस ब्यूटीफुल लैंग्वेज very fluently without any problem, my friends. So today मु कहिची मु आदि ठरु आपन को 100 टा लेसन देबी ऑन डिफरेंट टॉपिक collocation. आगुरु जो आमे को वर्ड से तो कोटा व्यवहार आपण मन रखि परिबे क्वाइट डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू टू रिमेंबर एवरीथिंग मेक सहित मु कहिचे सजेशन लागिवो बट जदि मु एक्चुअली पे पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन रे सेटा यूज कर देबी आपण को मन रहि जिवो राइट तो एग्जैक्टली सेम वे आई एम गोइंग टू स्टार्ट समथिंग कॉल्ड collocation related to family. Check it out. Collocation related to family. This is something called family collocation. माने हमें जो family हमर गोटे family अछि, everybody has a family, but the man is a social animal. So how is possible without a family, right? So I have a family, everybody who are with me right now, it's a family, right? तो family रे कौन कौन सब collocation लागुची, let's check it out. That's quite interesting. Today I am going to tell you something quite interesting, my friends. Check it out. Right now, देखो आपण केते भूल करंती एठी. Something called family can take 4 collocation. जेंति हमें कहूचे make suggestion, make something called chatter नउचे, सेंति something called collocation pattern, common expression about family. Something called हमें कहूचे मो close family members, wrong. Immediate family members or extended family members. आपण को नांती, आपण remember, आपण को सी होची मा close family member. We are very close. Absolute wrong. You have to say immediate family or extended family. What is immediate family? Parents and siblings. What is parents? Parents, you know, father and mother. Sibling means your own brother and sister. Suppose I have 2 brothers. I can say I have 2 siblings. Or I have 1 brother, 2 sisters. I can say I have 3 siblings. So sibling means the number of brother and sister, own brother. Try to understand. Own brother. दादांग पुओ हेला हबन. Your own brother, निजो भाई जोटा हमें कहूचे, मते जो मां जन्म देछि आउ जहा को जन्म देथियो, that is called own, right? So something called, you can say immediate family members. हमें कहूचे close family members. Wrong, my friends. That's why collocation is very important. So immediate family members means the parents and siblings only constitute immediate family members, right? And something called extended family members. All your relatives, maybe you have nephew, you have niece, you have aunt, you have aunties, lot of things are there. You have you have grandparents, anything. So let me tell you, they comes under extended family. There is nothing called close family. Either you can say immediate family or you can say extended family. He belongs to my extended family. Yes, he is my close immediate family members. Ame kon koche close family members. Close is completely wrong. Own family members, wrong. आपण कबे से मो निजर फैमिली रो लोक आपण ताकू ट्रांसलेशन कले कोन कहउछंती ही इज माय ओन फैमिली मेंबर्स, wrong. So that's why knowing collocation is very important. आपण कहिबे जदि से आपण निज भाई हेतिबो माने मां को छुआ जदि से हेतिबो आपण को निज मां छुआ हेतिबो आपण केमति कहिबे ही इज माय इमीडिएट फैमिली मेंबर्स, और यू कैन से जदि दादा को पुओ हेतिबो बा एनी अदर थिंग्स यू कैन से इज माय एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली मेंबर्स. So don't say close family members. That's a wrong sentence. A question ta SSB रे पढितला. Rama is thus like my friends and Sita like that. तांको भीतर relation थिला and from there we are trying to derive. Can you tell me like they are the close family members, own family members, extended family members, immediate family members, like that. So people confuse. Those who don't know collocation, they will tell हो निज लोक, निज माने own. अपन सेटा जानछंती, ओडिया रो इंग्लिश करिया जानछंती. So that's a mistake. So either you can say immediate family or you can say extended family. Okay. And something called loving family. Remember, having good relation. You say we have a happy family. Wrong. Most people use that also. I have a happy family. Wrong, my friends. Tell loving family. এই জিনিসটা আপন ভুল করুছন্তি বলি we are coming with part 1 collocation, something called about your families. एमती जीवो about relation with your work रे अपन को collocation यूज करिवि, अपन traveling रे को collocation यूज करिवि. I am going to put out all the things and there will be question mark. या पर मु 20 टा क्वेश्चन अपन कर मते डिस्प्ले करिवि based on these things, then you have to answer that. I think it will be clear to you. Okay, something called loving family or close knit family means whenever you are having good relation, जो family रे समस्त में तो भलो relation है. Suppose my brothers obeyed me, I also obey my parents, everything, something is going very fine, so you can say it is a loving family. आमे कहूचे I have a happy family. Wrong. Look at the sentence. Loving family, right collocation. Happy family, happy life. Try to understand, my friends. Happy life, I am leading a happy life, but happy family, no. Loving family, right? And suppose there is a bad and unhealthy relationship, what do you say? We have a very bad family, or it's worse family. No, dysfunctional family. Check it out, check out, it's very important, my friends. जोटी family relation भलो न थाए, that is something called dysfunctional family. Relation भलो थिले loving family. Very good. Loving family, dysfunctional family. Okay, there is something called broken homes. What do you mean? When there are divorces and separation. Look, let me tell you, my friends, we India have a very conservative society. Our society is very conservative, and basically if you marry a boy or a girl marry a girl, I mean boy, or a boy marry a male, obviously just like my mother and father, like your mother, they last for long till their end. But in America and Britain, this never happens, where just like, you know, divorce, separation is a very norm there. Perhaps that is the society, that is the culture. So जेतले गोटे फैमिली भितरे डिस्टर्बेंस है कि वाइफ एंड हस्बैंड माने कोन अलगा हो जाउछंती, आमे ताकू समटाइम्स कहि देबा ब्रोकन फैमिली बोली. Wrong. That is something called broken home. Check it out. There is nothing called broken family. मु कहि छी आपन collocation. आपन काई कहिबेनी सर, आपन कहि सर काई होबनी, because of collocation, my friends. This is all about collocation. आपन क्लोज फैमिली मेंबर्स को हम कहउछंती सी होउछंती मो क्लोज फैमिली मेंबर्स. नो, you can say extended family members or immediate family members. There is nothing called close family members. जदि आपन कहिबे रंग हबो, जेंति मु कहउतली I am making mistake or I am doing mistake. I am making mistake, मो मिस्टेक करूछि, तले काहे सर भूल हबो, मु कहिछि आपन को collocation. आपन एते क्वेश्चन करि परिबेनी काहे कि मु जो वे रे बंधा आइछि आपन सेही वे रे बंधा आइछि. I am a non-native speaker, you are a non-native speaker. What explanation I can give you? I can only suggest you, we have to follow the foreigners. हमको foreigner भले English कहिबार अछि, केमति कहिबा? We have to follow their language. आपन के एटा language की सर, तेनु आपन काई जुक्ति करिवे आ माध्यम रे? Always follow the foreigners. This is the way they speak. आमे कहूचे गोटे ओडिया रे सर मु कहूची, आमे कहूचे अंधर लौडी, दरिद्र पसरा. दरिद्र माने कोन? दरिद्र माने जे माने जार खाइया पिया पे नथिवो. तो आपण दरिद्र जगह आउ गोटे माने जे दरिद्र माने जार किछि खाइया पिया पे नथिवो, से लोकटा को गरीब लगे, गरीब पसरा लगेले हबो कि हबनी? दरिद्र पसरा सेटा अछि. दैट इज अ collocation इन ओरिया. जेमति हमर सब अछि, तो सेमति ब्रिटेन रे मध्ये बा अमेरिका रे सेमति अछि. तो आपण को जदि जण कहबो मैडम एटा कि सर जदि मु दरिद्र पसरा न कहि कि मु कहबी दरिद्र पसरा हबनी एटा, बिकॉज़ देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड हमर अछि दरिद्र पसरा जगह आउ किछि लागि परिबन. तार मीनिंग गोटे अछि अंधर लौडी. अंध जगह रे हम कहबो कोणा लौडी, अब हबो कि आज्ञा आखिटा तार कोणा ही जेछि, आपण कहबे कोणा लौडी हबो, हबनी. इट्स बिकॉज़ ऑफ द फैक्ट दैट दिस इज द वे वी हैव टू फॉलो. Exactly same way you have to follow collocation, my friends. No option. आउ एडा को आपण को written communication हो बस spoken English सदाळ दरकार पड़छि. Collocation is common. You cannot distinguish. Okay, so something called broken home, nothing called broken family. Okay, what is that? When there is a divorces and separation, that is called broken homes. And whenever the something called माने जतले divorce होउची, there are three kind of divorce happen. Collocation. One is called messy divorce, bitter divorce, mutual divorce. Messy divorce means whenever it is a prolonged legal battle. Ame jani in India, it happens through the, how it happens? It is happens through the court. Amar the separation way court माध्यम रुई. जदि सेटा गोटे 2 वर्ष 3 वर्ष 4 वर्ष, it's more than 5 years हो जाउची, so we can long legal battle, so that becomes a messy divorce. Bitter divorce, whenever there is anger feelings between wife and husband, ସେମାନେ ଅଲଗା ହଉଛନ୍ତି, but they are using a lot of slang about themselves semane ye tanku gali douchi se tanku gali douchi people come to know all the things that is called a bitter divorce. And mutual divorce is something called that happens every time, like in American society they okay, I don't want you, you don't want me, let's separate ourselves, separate without any legal things. They'll just put a paper in the notary and they will be separated. That is called mutual, paraspariko bhitere, right? So and something called alimony. What is alimony? It is the amount has to be given monthly to the wife as decided by the court. Pay alimony, not give alimony. कहଥିଲି आपनको collocation. What is alimony? Alimony is something आपण जेतल कोनसी गोटे legal separation होची तो सेही समय किछि टंका दिया जाय का पखरु पुओ पखरु जियो पखरु से मनी टाकू इंग्रजी रे कहजा alimony. आपण सेटा टंका कहि परिबेनी जेतले गोटे झियोटा हम इंडिया रे कोन होची जोटे झियोटा जदी बाहा होची पुओ ऑब्वियसली कोन होची ना झियो तरफरु तांकू गोटे डाउरी दिया जाउची हमें कहूचे डाउरी, राइट? बट व्हेनेवर separation summary, whenever the money is given, that is called alimony. Look at the sentence, very important my friends. This is something called, we have given 5 lakhs for what? As a alimony, maintenance charge, okay? And you have to use pay alimony. Give alimony wrong, pay alimony. I am going to pay alimony of 5 lakhs to my ex-wife, right? Okay. And there are two things called biological parents. If you have given birth to a child, you become a biological parents or a father, a mother, something like that. जदि आपण से छुआटी को निजे जन्म देइछंती, you become a biological parent. जदि actually से छुआटी को आपण गोटे अनाथाश्रम रु आनी की बंचौछंती बा निजे पालन करछंती, you become an adoptive parents. Two kinds of there. One is called biological parents and called adoptive parents. What is adoptive parents? Adoptive parents is that you are just bringing that child, you are not giving birth, you are just bringing from anywhere and trying to bring you. अर्थात आपण ताकू नै के आछंती बाहरु तरंतु अनाथाश्रम थिबो कि आपण को रिलेटिव आपण को देई दोउची आपण ताकू पालन छंती, you become an adoptive parents, you not biological. आपण को निज औरसरु गोटे छुआटे जन्म होइथिबो, then you become the biological parents. And the child who is going to be adopted become an adopted child. Adoptive parents, adopted child. Check out the difference. So this is all about the collocation. Collocation. Let me tell you, it's very important, my friends. And this is there in your collocation group. Mo rakhi deichi amar jo achi something called our group re achi. आपण देखिबे सेथरे गोटे collocation अछि and हम app रे जो library अछि, library section everything has been stored. Whenever you are getting time, then you can. So it is clear to everybody or you have any doubt, ask me. Jodi kichi doubt hoche ask me. And this question paper we are going to do tomorrow. आ जोटा पढिले को तार क्वेश्चन ओडा केमति आपण मन रखिया दरकार ना, हाउ टू यूज इट इन योर डे टू डे लाइफ आपण कहिबा दरकार, इंग्लिश रे जो कहिबे केमति कहबे किछि एक्सरसाइज देले तो आई एम गोइंग टू पुट सम 20 क्वेश्चंस बिफोर यू, you have to answer that. देखिबे आपण मन रहि जो like that we have to do like this. So it's clear to everybody. Everybody can I you know ask this question to everybody. तपन सर आपण बुझी गले?
Yes sir.
निवेदिता मैडम, निवेदिता मैडम can you hear me?
Yes sir.
आपण बुझी पल्ले सब?
Sir, again,
Yes, sir.
parent have adoptive child.
Adoptive child means लिखंतु adoptive no adopted child, adoptive parents. For example देखंतु I am a person, गोटे अनाथाश्रम गोटे पिलाटे मु नै आसी तो I become an adoptive parent or adoptive father, adoptive. But let me tell you, जो पिलाटे को मु नै के आसली that becomes an adopted child. Now it's clear? से छुआटा हला adoptive, adopted and
Okay,
I
sir.
become adoptive. Now it's clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Muktikan sir?
Yes, sir.
How
Sir,
is that?
alimony. Sir,
Alimony is the money or it is the money given. Look, in India, anywhere in the world, suppose you are going to be separated from your wife. Suppose upon bhabantu you are married and there is a lot of patches going on between you and your wife and you are trying to, don't take it personally, I'm just giving an example. Upon example dauchi, suppose you are trying to, you know, put the divorce paper in the court. So upon janichanti as per the Indian standard or as per the Indian penal code, you are supposed to pay some money. जोटा को हमें कहूचे भरण पोषण दायित्व, right? You have to maintenance charge to the wife, to your ex-wife, and that money is called alimony. जो
Sure,
money
sir.
टा आपण देबे that becomes alimony. Now it's clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay. How is the class, sir, today?
Sir, it was awesome, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Sonu, sir, how is the class today? Do you understand everything?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got
Nice,
it?
sir. Nice.
Okay. Ashok, sir. Ashok, sir.
I have a
Ashok, sir.
question, sir.
Yes, sir, please.
Sir, from the family collocation I joined, sir. At that time I joined.
Oh. Okay, sir. ठीक अच्छे like you know the things will be there, recording is there. अपन देखिए. Otherwise, I'll really discuss tomorrow. Tomorrow जो discussion करिए question paper, you can
Yes, sir.
clear it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Subhasin ma'am. Subhasin ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
बुझी पाइले
I
आपन
was
सब everything is clear? How is the class today?
nice, sir.
Okay. Ajay sir. Ajay Kumar Das sir.
Sir, super sir.
Thank you. And Arvind sir.
Nice sir. Very good.
Okay. Rajesh sir.
Very good class, sir.
Okay. निवेदित मानो. अच्छा. Then IRT से अपन का एमती लिखी चंदे. Okay. I forget your name. Ashish.
Yes, sir. ICTRC.
ICTRC you are putting it. What happened?
Yes, sir.
You become
I
a
have
legend of
changed
certain-
it.
Okay. Okay, fine.
for-
How is the class
for
today?
technical class.
How is the class today?
Beautiful, sir.
Okay. Thank
Everything
you.
is okay, and I got it.
Okay, fine. निवेदिता madam, आपण first time पे आपण join करले. What is your view on the classes? केमती लागिला आपण? You understand everything? आपण केमती लागिला? Any nervousness थिला बा आपण किछि चाहउछन extra information ପାଇଁ?
ନାଇଁ sir nervousness କିଛି ନଥିଲା ଭଲ ଲାଗିଲା
So you understood everything?
yes sir
Okay. So sometimes this is something. Okay. Let me tell you something quite interesting, my friends. आपण मन रेगुलरली जॉइन करछन जो माने राइट नाउ हम देखुची अजय सर, अरविंद सर, राजेश रंजन सर, and a lot of people are joining. Sonu sir, a lot of people are joining. And let me tell you very interesting. ए जो collocation मु देली ए collocation रा जो चार्ट टा मु रखी देछि आपनकर ऐप रे समस्तनकर एक्सेस अछि. आपण ऐप खोली की collocation क्लिक कर देबे. से क्लिक रे ए जिंसटा पाइबे आपण. I request everybody please go through that. ता भीतर को जानते आपण गला पर कोन हबो you can remember a lot of things and से जिंसटा को काली हम implement करिया. I'll roll out some 20 questions before you and let me tell you my friends once you learn that मु जदी ए भलिया भाबरे आपण को 100 टा सिनेरियो देबी लाइक आज हम कोन पढले 5 मेल विषय रे तार किछि क्वेश्चन आंसर करिया. Then tomorrow we are going to learn something about office setup. धरंतु आपण गोटे बॉस सहित मीट करूछंती, you are working in a company and what are the collocation required to speak in a group. जदि सेम एमती आपण करिवे एवं there will be corresponding exercise. Don't you think you are going to improve? आपण भाबु नांती are you going to improve upon it? Everybody? Arvind sir? Rajesh sir?
Definitely, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So my question is that तो आपण मते आगुरु कहउतिले सर टिके आउ टिके practical orientation. So I got the kick in my head. I say yes, you are right. I am somewhere wrong. So I just created this platform like this. तो मु भाबुची आउ ता सहित मध्य मु आपण को जो देखौतिली चित्र देखौतिली समथिंग कॉल्ड आईडीएम ताको भी दुईटा प्रतिदिन देबी आपण ता ऊपर मध्य आपण कहिबे राइट. लेट्स हमें दुईटा जिंस करिवा. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वांट टू गिव यू समथिंग कॉल्ड आमे जोटा कोन कहउचंती लाइक किछि आईडीएम प्रोसेस रे आपण किछि नुवा जिंस पढिबे एंड द सेकंड थिंग इज दैट समथिंग कॉल्ड collocation मध्ये आपण किछि नुवा vocabs जानिबे. सो इट इज अ टू वे थिंग्स एंड ता भितरे मझरे मझरे आमे गोटे स्ट्रक्चर क्लास नबा किछि नुवा स्ट्रक्चर मो पाखरे अवेलेबल भी अछि जस्ट लाइक नो किछि किछि जगह रे आपण जले इंग्लिश कहिया पई चाहउचंती हाउ टू गेट द राइट स्ट्रक्चर को केमिति स्ट्रक्चर गोटे सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर करिवे. सो व्हाट इज द मॉडर्न स्ट्रक्चर जेंति गोटे एग्जांपल देबी आपण को आई फील यू माने टिके आउ टिके फॉरेनर भलिया कहिया पई हेले तो आपण तो एमती आई अंडरस्टैंड यू एनीबॉडी कैन स्पीक मो पाखु न आसिले सर मध्य आपण आराम से कहि परिबे बिकॉज़ यू हैव द टैलेंट ऑल आर सर एंड मैडम्स यू आर ऑल टैलेंटेड अदरवाइज आपण 1 आवर एमती बसी न थांते. आई एम श्योर यू हैव सम नॉलेज you have the perseverance you have all the things you have. The problem is that आपण के नुवा जिंस जानिया दरकार. यू सपोज टू स्पीक समथिंग लिटिल बिट न्यू जेतले एठी नुवा आछंती प्लेटफॉर्म रे जॉइन करछंती तो आपण के एक्स्ट्रा जिंस जानिया दरकार. तो फील टा केमते हम यूज करिवा. आई फील यू ओ आई फील कोल्ड तो फील वर्ब टा को हम केमते डिफरेंट चैनल रे यूज करिवा दैट इज कॉल्ड कम्स अंडर स्ट्रक्चर. ताकू मध्य मझिरे मझिरे मु आलोचना करते. डोंट वरी. सो इट इज जस्ट लाइक ए 360 डिग्री transformation for you. ଆଉ ଆପଣଙ୍କର କାମ କଣ ହେଲା ଯେତିକି ମୁଁ ଦଉଛି ବେଶୀ ଆପଣ ଯିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ 5 ମିନିଟ ପ୍ଲିଜ ଟେକ୍ ଆଉଟ୍ 5 minutes open the app ରେ ଯୋଉ ଜିନିଷଟା ମୁଁ ରଖି ଦେଇଛି ଏବେ once the class is over before going to bed or ଆପଣ କାଲି ବି ଯେତେବେଳେ I am not telling that so ଆପଣଙ୍କର କାମ ଥିବ ମୁଁ କହିବି ନା ଆପଣ ପଢନ୍ତୁ impossible because you all are working lady or you have some other commitment ଆପଣ କେମିତି ପଢିବେ but let me tell you ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ time ପାଉଛନ୍ତି it's my sincere request just like my ଯଦି ଆପଣ ମତେ ଭାଇ ଗୋଟେ ଭାବି just like forget about a mentor teacher something like that please consider me as a brother and follow the tips I'm definitely sure they are going to rock 100% nobody can take you out so thank you all for listening me very patiently and see you
Sir?
tomorrow at the same time yes please
Sir, eve class ଟିକେ କେତେବେଳେ?
of course we'll do that very much keep it day after tomorrow okay day
Sir.
after tomorrow if class ଟା ପୁଣି ଆଉ ଥରେ actually ଜିନିଷଟା କହିଥିଲା କି ଆଗରୁ ଆମେ ବୋର୍ଡ ରେ ପଢଉଥିଲେ right ତ ଏବେ ଯୋଉ ଜିନିଷ ଟିକେ କ୍ଲାରିଟି ଆସୁଛି I am actually I don't have any problems going for that କିନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ କରୁଛି ଯୋଉମାନେ ରେଗୁଲାରଲି ଜଏନ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ଟିକେ ସବୁଦିନ ଜଏନ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ ରେଗୁଲାରଲି otherwise you know there will be missing link ତେଣୁ ଆଜି ଗୋଟେ ନୂଆ ଜିନିଷ ହେଲା କାଲି ଆମେ ଯୋଉଟା ପଢେଇଥିବା ଯଦି ମନେକର ମୁକ୍ତିକାନ୍ତ ସାର୍ କାଲି ଜଏନ୍ କରିବେନି ରାଜେଶ ସାର୍ ଜଏନ୍ କରିବେନି then there is a gap ଆଉ ଯଦି ଜଏନ୍ ବି କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି it's okay because we are social animal we have 100 responsibility we have overburden we have family persons we have lot of things to do right ତ ଯଦି ଆସୁନାହାନ୍ତି it is my sincere request ଆପଣ ଟିକେ ଭିଡିଓଟା ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆପଣ ଭିଡିଓଟା ରଖିଦେବି right now I'll set out keep in the video ଆଉ ସେ ଭିଡିଓଟା ଗୋଟେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ କିଛି ନହେଲେ 5-10 ମିନିଟ୍ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଠିକ ଲାଗିଲା continue ବୁଝି ନ ପାରିଲେ call me up from there immediately don't be shy away calling me sir ମୁଁ ଭିଡିଓଟା ଦେଖୁଥିଲି ଏଇଟା ବୁଝି ପାଇଲିନି ask me okay my
Sir,
door is always open for you always open for you କିନ୍ତୁ
Sir,
ଆପଣ ଟିକେ yes
written class ହେଲା କି sir? Start.
sir written class କରିବା we are going to start maybe day after tomorrow we are going to start ଟିକେ ମାନେ hiccups ଅଛି like when will start timing ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଠିକ ଅଛି so it will be intimidated sir definitely you are the first guy to be enrolled don't worry sir don't worry okay so anyway I'm so happy and to be a part of this group because you are so energetic coming at this point of time enjoying just like a child it gives me a lot of pleasure to continue to develop new concept and to give you that so it's amazing completely amazing so thank you all for making me a proud trainer for today and also you continue to do the same in the future also see you guys tomorrow at the same time 8:30 we are going to rock again with a very fantastic topic that has been lined up for you good night see you
Good night, sir.